my guts, watch the love abound. But I'ma go berserk when that trumpet sound. We just ride the wave. You can't take my praise. Man, I'm unashamed. This is not a phase. I'm so one phase by the hate they give. Every moment is a gym. I'ma bitch it off of him, yeah. Let me break down, man, the love I speak. Seen a man hate my skin so much it make you weep. Now he in the front row with his hands raised, his black pastor gonna preach and let what his love will bring.
Love in my heart. Hey, hey, I got love in my heart. They don't understand. I got love in my heart. When the water's so dark, if God is the light, why you scared of the dark? Love in my heart. Hey, hey, I got love in my heart. They don't understand. I got love in my heart. When the water's so dark, if God is the light, why you scared of the dark?
Treat the hate like Sally Mae. I won't pay my attention on the heavens, not the grave. That is paid. Rolls from the flames like Benny Lord sent me, but you gotta bend the go. It's love you gotta know. Equip my sword like a Michigo. Whoa, this is more than vibes. Every step eternal life. If I don't praise his name, then my soul is mortified. On his love, I'm riding high on town road. More like Mordecai. Mission to spread his love until we die. Let me break down, man, the love I speak. Seen a woman hate and look so much, these dudes are creeps. Now she in the front row with her hands raised. Found your beauty in Christ, she flaunted, she's so unashamed.
Love in my heart. Hey, hey, I got love in my heart. They don't understand. I got love in my heart. When the water's so dark, if God is the light, why you scared of the dark? Love in my heart. Hey, hey, I got love in my heart. They don't understand. I got love in my heart. When the water's so dark, if God is the light, why you scared of the dark?
Love in my heart. What's up, selectors? I got love in my heart, man, specifically for some WandaVision. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. Shout out to Too Tall on the track. But man, we are excited for WandaVision. They got love in their hearts for each other in this weird show that's about to drop. I'm so excited for this show, guys. We're at linktr.ee/select screen. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Your boy rocking his Spider-Man shirt. Shout out to my mom for this one, Christmas gift. My dad, my sister, love this. Your boy's ready. You know, gotta be clean. Getting ready for this WandaVision, you know what I'm saying? It's about to go down, guys. I am so excited. We're also on the Cash App, $5ELECT, 5CREEN. And thank you so much for joining me today. I am ready. You are ready. Let's go. All right. Technical difficulties, but that's okay. I'm not sure what happened with the intro there. My son told me that this show seems scary. But you like Wanda, right? Do you like the Vision? They're from the Avengers. Yeah, they are. Okay, well, you heard it here first. My son's afraid of Wanda and Vision, but that's okay. Yeah, guys, so we're going to just take a look at some of these fan theories. We're going to break down some of my theories. Will it happen? Won't it happen? Kind of stuff on WandaVision tonight. We will get back into Spider-Man, I promise. I promise we will. Make sure to drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. We got 2 selectors with us already. You guys are amazing. Hit that like, that subscribe button. This going down, man. This is going to be a fun stream. All right, so let me pull this back up for our YouTube viewers so you can see it. And all right. So, we're just going to kind of go through some of these things on the internet. So I want to, before we get started in this, I do want to say spoilers. There could be potential spoilers here. I've got a bunch of notifications. Okay, yes, this is all good. That's all great. That's our YouTube. Could be spoilers here, but these are a lot of fan theories, our theories, what we think. So if, you don't want that to ruin the surprise of tomorrow night, which will be 1 a.m. or maybe 1:30 a.m. my time. Just, hit the like button and then come back and watch this after you watch the first 2 episodes that are debuting, if I can say that word, debuting tomorrow. All right. But make sure, like I said, to hit the subscribe button like so. All right, so first things first, I've given enough time. I think you guys have enough time now for me to talk about stuff. First, this is from Looper.com, so we'll start there. Looper is saying there's a theory of Wanda traveling the multiverse. I think this one is, and we're going to rate some of these, all right? I think this is almost a foregone conclusion. Wanda will be moving, or at least creating, the multiverse if it's not already created. I think she's going to kind of blow the lid off the multiverse in this. Now, word has it is that the first 3 episodes are kind of a setup. Since this was not the show that was supposed to start really phase 4, I think it's going to end up working for them, but I don't think they intended it to be. So the first 2 episodes that we're going to get to see late tomorrow, early Friday, are going to just be kind of setting up the new universe, like what's gone on after Endgame. And I think that's okay. That's all right. So we're going to see some multiverse. The twins, we've talked about this a lot on our channel, that Wiccan and Speed are going to at least be shown. I mean, I guess this picture kind of confirms it. That's not really a theory. Will they grow up, or will they be figments of, is that the right word, honey? Figments of their imagination? A figment of her imagination. There we go. But there's 2 of them. That's why I said figments. I don't know if that's a real word or not. This theory is interesting to me. Will Ultron return? So how in the world does Vision come back? And this is an interesting theory, is that we know that Ultron was everywhere, right? When he plugged into the internet, he kept changing bodies, and the whole goal of that was to become his best body. And I don't think he actually got to that as much as he wanted to. But maybe he's got these backups, maybe because of the whole Battle of Wakanda thing. Kind of an interesting idea. It's all in your head. And this was one of my theories. Again, New Rockstars, who's really big on YouTube. Shout out to New Rockstars. They keep saying that they think it's Mephisto trying to get through the neighbor lady and basically get into the world. I really don't think that's going to happen, guys. I don't think that. I'm going to give that a 1% chance, a 1 out of 10. Because I just don't see with international markets, they're not going to have that. It's just not going to air if they do it in international markets. So one of my 2 theories are this. One, that seems probably the most plausible, I would say maybe an 8 out of 10, is that this is going to be a callback to Dormammu. This is all going to end up being Dormammu coming from the dark dimension into Earth, or maybe bring Earth into the dark dimension as he did in the comics. That could probably and most likely happen. I think that would tie into Doctor Strange well, because of course we know Doctor Strange basically tied Dormammu up in his bargain in the Doctor Strange movie. It'd be a good way to kind of call back to phase was that phase 3? I think that was in phase 3. Maybe it was phase 2. But yeah, that would be a good callback. Or it's going to be similar to House of M, where if you haven't read House of M, guys, I think that is probably my favorite X-Men comic. And Wanda's not even one of my favorite X-Men, but it might just be all in her head. She might be in some kind of coma. You know, maybe we get a quick flashback to Endgame as she passes out and they take her to a hospital. And then she basically puts the world into this dream state. I think that would be really interesting, really cool use of her abilities. I know at one point in time they were saying she was the strongest Avenger. And we haven't seen that yet. Next thing is the Wrong Quicksilver. And I forget this gentleman's name. So let's see. Aaron Taylor Johnson was the original Quicksilver, right? In the MCU. But this gentleman, what is his name? It's something like Pierre's. Let me find his name. Basically, in a nutshell, instead of seeing her Quicksilver through this whole multiverse thing, we're actually going to see the X-Men's Quicksilver, which I think went over way better with fans, even though in the last movie he was really underutilized. Overall, the way his powers work, the visual aspect of it, it just looked better than what Marvel did. It's one of the few things that I felt that the Fox people did better than the Marvel or MCU people did. And so it's going to be really interesting to see that. Will that actually go through? Will we see him? I know he's cast to be on the show, but will he be Quicksilver? It's rumored that he might end up being the villain. And so he's still Quicksilver, but Quicksilver is kind of the villain. That'd be interesting. So here we go. Mephisto. I just don't think this is going to happen. I just don't see them doing this. We kind of addressed that already. Sword is behind the curtain. That has been confirmed. But we found out, I believe IGN posted an article today saying that Sword actually stands for something totally different. Let's pull it up. Pop over to IGN real quick. This breaks this down really, really well. If you guys don't know what Sword is, Sword eventually is like it's like S.H.I.E.L.D., but international. Or interstellar is the word I'm looking for. It's interstellar. Oh, I know I saw that article a little bit earlier today. There it is. Sword seems to stand for something different in the MCU. Check this out. So normally, Sword stands for Sentient World Observation and Response Department. However, the new official collectible cards that have been released, this is Marvel, from Marvel itself, have changed it to Sentient Weapon Observation Response Division. So the change in word there is from world to weapon. So normally Sword deals with, you know, if two planets are fighting each other, they try and, you know, basically be the UN, if you will, in a sense. This time, Sentient Weapon Observation, I think they're gonna like qualify Wanda. Hey, man, pull up. I think that's what they're doing. This is a big clue, guys. Sentient Weapon Observation Response. So they're basically going to classify Wanda as a weapon. I think that's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. So Sword will definitely be there. No More Mutants, I think, is going to be reversed. So in House of M, again, spoilers, in House of M, Wanda, it has, again, created this different world, right? And what if mutants ruled the world and humans were kind of the oppressed people? And it keeps failing. The kids that, like I said, she has, they're not real. I think Wolverine is kind of the antagonist to her. He runs into Spider-Man, and like Spider-Man's like rich and everything's perfect for him. He's married to Mary Jane. His uncle never died. Like everything's perfect for people. that it really shouldn't be. And he realizes it. And eventually, to stop all of this stuff and her heart breaks, she says no more mutants, and it wipes like 98% of the mutants off of the planet. This was a big storyline, and like I said, I want to encourage you guys to read this because it's an incredible story. It is so good. So will we see Wanda say no more mutants? Maybe. But it's not going to be no more mutants. It might be no more mutants. And I think that's going to be a big surprise, that she's going to find out, no, she is the daughter of Magneto. And yes, she wants more mutants, more people like her. So that'll be pretty dope. Wanda creates Spectrum. So if you don't know who Spectrum is, you've actually seen her if you've seen Captain Marvel. Monica Rambeau was a little girl in Miss Marvel who had a really good connection to the Skrulls. Maybe we'll talk about that later. Actually, let's talk about that now. I think Monica Rambeau, especially in this picture right here, I think that's the real Monica Rambeau. Actually, I don't. I think the real Monica Rambeau is with Sword, and they've sent in a sleeper Skrull. As we know, Secret Invasion's coming up. You got to read that comic too. That whole series is amazing. But yes, Monica Rambeau is going to end up being Spectrum, who is another cosmic hero. And she's awesome. She's just awesome. That's the best way I can put it. Go do some more research on that if you don't know about her. But at some point in time, we're going to see her, and I think she's going to play a pivotal role into taking us into this Sword era, if you will. Angus. Okay, so this is the lady I was talking about, the nosy neighbor. Angus serves a Dark Master, and again, they think it's Mephisto. I think it's Dormammu. I really do. Agatha is just going to be kind of caught in the middle of this. She'll probably end up being the full villain until maybe the last 2 episodes or last 3 episodes, when it's revealed. That's my guess. Nightmare. Also, Nightmare has been talked about. Nightmare was supposed to originally be the villain for Doctor Strange 2 until the director switched. So the original director from Doctor Strange, he left the project, and now Sam Raimi's doing it. And so Nightmare could be, to give you an idea of Nightmare, again, he's from the Nightmare dimension. What else can I say about this guy? It's another villain that I think they're going to have to redo, in the way that, what's a villain that they've kind of changed? I mean, they changed Ultron a little bit. Crystal's with us. What's up, bro? Yeah, Nightmare. We'll see. I don't know if I'm buying into that one either. So that's some of the rumors that are going on. Some of my thoughts on it so far. Let's check out Kevin Feige. If you guys don't know, he's like the brains behind all of this Marvel stuff. He just went on record on everything. One thing that I think is going to be really cool is WandaVision is going to have like commercials, but commercials made for the era. So like the Dick Van Dyke or I Love Lucy time period. There'll be commercials built into the streaming service, into the show. And I think that's going to be really, really neat. Let's see. That was India's. Another thing that I would really like this show to kind of talk about is mental illness. I think this is a great opportunity. Maybe not even mental illness as much as they could talk about how trauma can affect someone, and how it can change them. I'm looking for a specific article that I saw a little bit earlier today. Here we go. Feige on all this stuff that's going on in Phase 4 and how it all kind of connects. This kind of works with WandaVision as well. Feige confirmed Deadpool 3 is happening, will be rated R, will be heavily influenced by Ryan Reynolds. There's confirmation on how long Loki, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and She-Hulk will be. So that's pretty dope. Let's see. Crystal says, why'd they never make a Bloodshot? Oh, a Deadshot. Will Smith like he played in Suicide Squad. That's a good question, man. You know, it seems like, what's that, honey? Oh, she said they're just not ready for that. I think Will Smith backed off of the DC stuff because Suicide Squad didn't go the way that he thought it would. And looking at it, I think people are going to have a better appreciation for Suicide Squad, especially when the next one comes out. Even though it's kind of a reboot, I think people are going to go, yeah, that movie wasn't so bad, especially after watching Wonder Woman. People are going to go, the final act isn't great of Suicide Squad. It wasn't good, let's be honest. But the first half of that movie it's better for DC, you know. Crystal says, when I was a kid, comic book movies used to be PG-13. Now they're rated R. Yeah, exactly. Although I gotta say, you know, we went and saw Batman Returns. And if you watch Batman Returns, especially with kids, that movie could have been rated R. There's some stuff in that movie I was like, I don't know if my kids are ready to see all this stuff. All right, so back to Marvel. With the announcements made recently about Disney Plus, have you guys actually planned the MCU at this point? Feige kind of talks about that. Star Wars stuff, because Feige's starting to move into Star Wars as well. Specifically, he's not talking about Wolverine yet. This is big. This is really big. Is there any chance that Charlie Cox could come back as Daredevil, or would you consider what happened with Netflix almost the alternate universe? Feige says, I look at everything that happened before, whether it's the movies, whether it's Marvel Entertainment TV series, in particular, obviously the comics, video games, cartoons, all of it's available as an inspiration for the future of Marvel. That's the way the comics worked for many of years. So we'll see. Give me my camera, man. Give me my camera. We'll see. Bro, we'll see. If they put Daredevil in the MCU, let's say they bring my guy Luke Cage, they even bring Jessica Jones, and we recast Iron Fist. Please recast Iron Fist. I'm telling you, people will be at least on Disney Plus like crazy. The fact that he didn't say no to that is extremely dope. He's leaving that door open. And again, WandaVision is done, but could he show up in Loki? Could he show up in really where he should show up is She-Hulk, because She-Hulk is going to be kind of she's a lawyer by day. That's super, super interesting. So this is just kind of giving you guys, again, the scope of what's going on with WandaVision, with all of these crazy TV shows. How are you guys deciding which characters are better suited for a TV series and some that are a movie? It's really about the individual stories you want to tell, Feige says, and a bit informed by the bigger picture. We knew that we wanted to introduce Miss Marvel first and her family, and all of the great supporting characters, and her origin on Disney Plus, a long-form series, and then bring her into Captain Marvel too. which I think is super smart. This is what DC should have done from the jump. They could have beat Marvel to this because DC is holistically, I guess is the word, owned by WB. And because they had DC Universe, now it's all rolled into HBO Max. This is what they should have done. They should have had on HBO Max a Batgirl series. They should have had What Happened to Robin. They should have had, Aqualad or whatever. All that stuff should have been on HBO Max years ago to build their DCEU. Crystal says, does Disney Plus have old Disney movies? Yes and no. I feel like they're missing some. Did we watch Big Green on there? Jumpin' Jubilee? I think movies like Big Green. I don't think Richie Rich is on there. So, but they do have, they do have some classics on there. But there's always room for more. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they've got a lot of the classic cartoons. Your Pocahontas, your Disney versions of Beauty and the Beast, all that stuff. That's all there. A lot of Pixar stuff, of course. Secret Invasion with Nick Fury. And then again, this Deadpool confirmation that it will be rated R. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So yeah, guys. Again, this is just a quick video on where we're at. There was a lot of news dropped, and this is just a portion of it. My thoughts are Disney Plus, Marvel. This is making me feel like Disney acquiring Marvel and Star Wars has been a good thing. I know a lot of people were nervous about this beforehand. Were they going to water it all down? But to hear Deadpool's going to stay rated R, maybe we'll get a Punisher. Let's get a Punisher movie. Shoot, let's put Punisher in Deadpool 3. Punisher versus Deadpool. Oh, and don't recast him. Yeah, that dude. As much as I love Thomas Jane, let's move forward with that. Whew. Shoot, you could probably put Daredevil in there too. Daredevil can kind of be dark. You know what I'm saying? Crystal says Hulk should be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my gosh. Arnold needs to hang it up. I personally don't want to see him do anything. No more movies for Arnold. Unless he's going to be in Expendables. Keep him in Expendables. If we ever get another Expendables, I doubt we will. But go that route. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, that's it for today. Just a quick stream just to kind of get you caught up.